So hello students, today in this video, we are going to discuss sample question paper of science issued by CBSE. First of all, best of luck for your board exam, term 1. Now, when we talk about this sample paper, before that, let me tell you the main points of this sample paper. In this sample paper, there are 3 sections. Section A has 24 questions and you have to attempt only 20 questions in that. And section B has 24 questions, you have to attempt any 20 questions. And section C has 12 questions, you have to attempt any 10 questions. Okay, so take care of this point that you attempt only required number of questions. Okay, if you are going to attempt all the questions of a particular section, so the first 20 questions will be evaluated. So take care of this thing that don't attempt all the questions if you are not sure about any particular question. Now, next thing is that whenever we attempt multiple choice questions, as you know that this time board term 1 you are getting multiple choice questions in all the papers. So whenever you attempt any multiple choice question, many of the students are in that impression that because it is multiple choice questions, so there is no need to study, we can mark any option. But in my opinion, you have to study more, you have to study thoroughly when there is multiple choice question or objective question paper. Okay, so today I will tell you some tricks to find out the correct answer. Okay, and in this video, we'll try to complete section A. Then in upcoming videos, we will discuss the next section of this question paper. Now, as I told you earlier also that in section A, out of 24 questions, you have to attempt any 20 questions. So, like first question is, Rima took 5 ml of lead nitrate solution in a beaker and added approximately 4 ml of potassium iodide solution to it. Now, what would she observe? So this question is from chapter number 1, chemical equation and reaction. So lead nitrate, the formula of lead nitrate is PbNO3, then whole twice, plus Ki, that is potassium iodide. Now, double displacement reaction will take place and the formation of PbI2 and KNO3, that is potassium nitrate. Here, all of you know that whenever there is a double displacement, a precipitate will be formed. Now, in this case, a yellow precipitate will be formed. So, out of all these options, okay, option B is correct because yellow precipitate was formed, that is of PbI2. Now, next question is, the figure is given. So you have to study all the figures properly, which are given, all the diagrams figures which are given in the book. So in this apparatus, we have to identify gas A in this given experiment. Now just see that we are adding sulfuric acid in zinc granules. Okay. So when we add sulfuric acid, okay, in the test tube containing zinc granules, so Zn plus H2SO4, ZnSO4, that is zinc sulfate plus which gas we liberated? It will be a hydrogen gas. You can see here it is given that burning of gas A with pop sound. So hydrogen gas burns with pop sound. So it will be hydrogen gas. So this question is question number 2, which is from chapter number 3. Now, this is a question related to table. So these type of question can appear in the main exam also. Now here, a flow chart is given. In that flow chart, it is shown that when dilute HCl is added in metal, or if it means there is reaction between metal and dilute hydrochloric acid, metal salt will be formed and a gas will be produced. But as you know that all metals are not equally reactive with acid. Okay, so a table is given, and here it is in the first column, the name of metal is given, and it is written that whether the gas will be evolved or not. Like in the case of copper, it is written yes, iron yes, magnesium no, and zinc yes. And then we have to tell which combination is correct. So one trick I'm telling you, that whenever you try to attempt multiple choice question, don't try to jump directly for the right answer. Just see which choices are incorrect. Firstly, mark them incorrect. So it will be easier for you to find out the correct answer. Now, as we know that copper is less reactive metal. Okay, so it will not produce hydrogen gas. Okay, when it is reacted with hydrochloric acid. So this combination, this first one is correct. So wherever it is written first, means A and B are incorrect. So only two options are left. Now, when we talk about iron, so yes, iron when react with HCl, it will produce hydrogen gas. In the case of magnesium, it is written no. But magnesium is also a reactive metal, so it will produce hydrogen gas. It means wherever it is third, that is also incorrect. So the correct option is, now the only this option is left, that is second and fourth. So this option is correct. Okay. So this is the question from chemistry part. Now next, question number 4 is which of the following correctly represents a balanced chemical equation? Now all of you know about balancing of the equation, how to find out that whether the equation is balanced or not. If you see first option, A option, here Fe is only 1 and toward this side Fe is 3. So it means this reaction is not, chemical equation is not balanced. Now if you go for option B, 3 Fe, and here also the number of iron atoms or Fe are 3. Now 4 H2O. So the number of hydrogen atoms will be 8. Toward this side also 8. And here the number of oxygen atoms are 4 and here also 4. So this means this reaction is balanced. So no need to check rest too. So the correct option is B. Okay. So in this way, we can find out the correct answer. Now, next is good question. The graph given below depicts a neutralization reaction. Now, all of you know what is neutralization reaction. When you are going to add acid and base, then salt and water will be produced. Now, the pH of a solution changes as we add excess of acid to an alkali. Now, we are adding acid to an alkali or base continuously. So as you know, when you are going to add acid to alkali, so its pH will be reduced. Okay, it will be decreased. Now, the question is which letter denotes the area of the graph where both acid and salt are present? So at A, it is base. At B also it is base. Now, as we are adding acid continuously, it will be neutralized. So at this point, salt will be formed. And as you will add more acid to it, so salt is already produced. And now if you are adding acid continuously, so there will be acid also. So at point D, both acid and salt will be present. So option D is correct. Now, next question, question number 6. Question number 6, again, a table is given in that. Now, in the reaction of iron with copper sulfate solution, this reaction is given. All of you know that iron is more reactive than copper, so it is going to displace copper, and FeSO4 will be formed. Now, which option in the given table correctly represent the substance oxidized and reducing agent? Now, take care of these type of questions where we have to find out oxidizing or reducing agent or the substance oxidized and substance reduced. You have to give the answer from reactant side only. Okay, make a note. You have to give the answer from reactant side only, not from product side. So half of the question will be solved here only. So the options in which the products are involved, like Cu. So it means this option is incorrect. Okay, FeSO4. This option is also incorrect. So only two options are left. Now you can see that Fe, it is Fe and here it is FeSO4. So addition of oxygen is oxidation. So oxidation means the substance oxidizes iron. Okay, substance oxidizes iron. So you can see that in option A it is written that substance oxidizes iron. Now the substance oxidized will be the reducing agent. So it means option A is correct. So take care of this point that in these type of questions you have to give the answer from reactant side only. Don't go for product side. Many students do mistake in that. Now the chemical reaction between copper and oxygen will be or can be categorized as a simple copper plus oxygen will give copper oxide. So you can see that it is a combination reaction. Two means elements are combining here. Now next is question number 8. Which of the given option correctly represent the parent acid and base of calcium carbonate? Now we have to produce calcium carbonate, and all of you know that the formula of carbonate ion is CO3. So in all these options, you find CO3 only in option B. So option B is correct. In rest of the option, you cannot find CO3. So it's option B which is correct. Now, how will you protect yourself from the heat generated while diluting a concentrated acid? So whenever we dilute a concentrated acid, the heat is generated. So it's a very important question from the book, NCERT book, that what is the correct process adding acid to water or adding water to acid. So all of you know that if you are going to add water to acid, it will splash out, okay, or due to heating, the apparatus can break. So the correct method is to add acid to water with constant stirring. So the first option is correct. Now next is why it is important to balance a skeletal chemical equation. Again, this question is from chapter number 1. In that it is given that mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. And to verify the law of conservation of mass, we have to balance this. Whatever the number of atoms are given towards reactant side, that should be present on product side also. Okay, then only the mass, means total mass, will remain same on both the sides. So to verify this law, we have to balance that. Now the next questions, now diagram related questions. So you have to study all the diagrams carefully. Okay, so this diagram is given of human respiratory system, and some labelings are there, first, second, third, fourth. And then in options, it is given that the labeling, the name of the labeled part and its function. So as I told you that mark the incorrect one, trachea. The first one is trachea, it's right, but the function, it is supported by bony rings for conducting inspired air. It is correct that it is supported by bony rings, but function is not the conducting inspired air. The function of trachea means these bony rings are to support this trachea so that it does not collapse. So this is incorrect. Now ribs, when we breathe out, ribs are lifted. This option is also incorrect because when we breathe out, ribs are not lifted. Okay. Alveoli, thin-walled sac-like structure. Third one, structure for exchange of gases. Yes, this option is correct because all of you know that at alveoli, exchange of gases takes place. Alveoli have extensive network of blood vessels. So all of you have to study all the diagrams carefully if you want to score good. Now again, very good question. Now in this, it is again some labelings are there, and the question is that we have to identify the correct enzyme that is secreted by these different locations. Okay, now in first, it is mouth. Now in a buccal cavity or mouth, so all of you know that digestion starts from mouth, and salivary amylase is present in mouth. So you can see that at first option here, it is written lipase, so means it is incorrect. And in second one, it is given amylase. So if you know only one correct answer, then you can also mark correct, because in remaining option, the first one is not matched with amylase. Second is pepsin. Second, here it is labeled with, the stomach. And all of you know that pepsin is present in stomach. And then trypsin. Third part is the small intestine. And trypsin is given for the small intestine. So it means option B is correct. Now we are coming for the next question. Now next question is, opening and closing of stomatal pore depends on. So all of you know that stomata are enclosed with guard cells. Okay. And whenever the water enters in the guard cells from the surrounding, then the guard cell will swell and stomata will open. Okay. And during the reverse process, when the water will move out, okay, the guard cell will shrink, okay, and the stomata will close. So question is that opening and closing of stomata pores depends on, the correct option is water content in the guard cell. So this was question from biology, chapter number 6. Now the figure, again a figure related question. So study all the figures properly. The figure given below shows a schematic plan of blood circulation in humans. With first to 5, identify the correct label. Again, the first labeling. Now this first labeling is pulmonary vein. So this labeling is correct, that it is pulmonary vein. Now takes impure blood from the body parts. So this function is incorrect, because pulmonary vein is carries pure blood from lungs to this first chamber of the heart, that is atrium, left atrium. So this option is incorrect. Now second is pulmonary artery. So that labeling is also incorrect. Now aorta, third is aorta. So third is aorta. This labeling is also incorrect. It is not aorta, it's pulmonary artery. Okay. Now last one is vena cava. Now vena cava, fourth one is vena cava. Yes, it is vena cava. Let's see the function. It blood from body parts to right auricle. Yes, it is correct. It collects blood from the body parts and it brings it to right auricle. So fourth option is correct. Now question number 15, again from the same chapter. Identify the phase of circulation which is represented in the diagram of the heart given below, and arrow indicate the contraction of the chamber shown. Now all of you know that these lower chambers are ventricles. Now here these arrows are shown, it means these ventricles are contracting. Now whenever these ventricles will contract, okay, from the left ventricle the blood will go towards the body parts, and when this right ventricle will contract, blood will go to the lungs for the purification. So just study all the options. The first option is blood transfer to the right ventricle and left ventricle simultaneously. It's incorrect because it is contracting. Blood is transferred to the lungs for oxygenation and is pumped into various organs simultaneously. So here, this option, if we see, this option is correct. Okay, as I told you that blood is going into the body parts from the left ventricle, and from the right ventricle it is going towards the lungs. So B option is correct. Now next question, again from the bio. Observe the diagram of human digestive system and then match the labeling. So you can see lots of tabular and diagram related questions are there. So first part is mouth or buccal cavity. Now just see this first column 1 first. Now you have to match it with these 4. So we know that in buccal cavity digestion starts and digestion of start takes place. So you can match it with B. Okay. So let me show you the options. What options are given? So the options are here. The options are given. Now here you can find out that in option B and C. In option B and C, first is matched with B. So it means option A and D are incorrect. So mark them incorrect. Mark A and D incorrect. So these two options, now let us check it one more time to get the correct choice from B and C. As you can see that second part is liver. Okay, now what is the function of liver? Liver secrete bile juice, and bile juice creates alkaline medium, and it emulsify the fat. So you can match it with C because it increases the efficiency of lipase enzyme action. Okay, for the fat digestion. So we can see that which option is correct now out of B and C. We have matched second with C. So first B and second C. So it means what is the correct option? The correct option is B. The correct option is B. Now we are proceeding for next question. Which of the following mirror is used by dentist to examine a small cavity in patient's teeth? Now, when we talk about convex mirror, so convex mirror always form a small image. Okay. Plane mirror forms a same size image, and concave mirror can form a small size image, same size image, and large size image. Okay. So here dentists want to see that cavity properly. So it means he or she should use the mirror which can produce a large image. So definitely the answer will be concave mirror. So the correct option is C. Take care of this thing. That convex mirror will always form small image, and plane mirror will always form same size of image. And concave mirror can produce the images of all sizes. This question can be asked in any other way also. So you have to take care. Now, which diagram shows image formation of an object on a screen by converging lens? So it's a convex lens. So you have to recall all the laws which we have done, that in which diagram or in which figure the rules are followed correctly. So in first one, you can see that this ray is parallel to principal axis, which is diverging like this. And then when a ray passes from optical center, it does not change its path, but here it is changing its path. So this option is incorrect. Okay. Now next is, in next one you can see the parallel ray is diverging like this. So we can say that it is correct. But the ray which is passing from here, okay, so it is not following the law. Okay, so this one is also incorrect. Now in third option, the ray which is parallel to the principal axis, which is passing through focus, and the ray which is passing through the optical center, it is passing as it is without changing its path. So we can say that this option is correct. In D option also, both the rays, the first ray is following the law, but second ray which is drawn, that is not following the law. So correct option is C. So you have to clear about all the laws. Now, which of the following, very good question, which of the following can make a parallel beam of light when light from a point source is incident on it? So we'll talk about one by one. Lots of mirror, lens, all the options are given in this. And plane mirrors also placed at 90 degrees to each other, concave mirror as well as concave lens. So we'll discuss one by one that which mirror or which lens can. So this I'm drawing a convex lens. Now in convex lens, when parallel beam of light falls, what happens? They diverge. So definitely they are not going to meet. Okay. Now when we talk about concave, now in concave mirror, all the parallel lights which are falling on it, all of you know that they will meet at a point. They will meet at a point. So if you apply the reverse condition, that point source of light is placed over here, okay, they are going to become parallel. So it means this concave mirror option is correct. So wherever you find concave mirror, that option is correct. It means option A can be correct. So just mark it, and option D can be also correct. Okay, now we will test this for the lens. Now when you take a concave lens, now when light rays pass through this concave lens, it is going to diverge. Okay, so it means they are not going to meet. Now when we talk about convex lens, now all of you know that convex lens converges the light rays at a point. So if you are going to do it reverse, if you are going to place a point source of light here, they will become parallel. So convex lens is correct. So here you can find concave mirror as well as convex lens. So this option is correct. Now, question number 20. Question number 20 is based on refractive index. Okay. So, what we are going to do in this, consider two consider these indices of refraction: glass 1.52, 1.003, and water is 1.333, based on the refractive indices of three materials. Arrange the speed of light through them in decreasing order. Now, let me tell you that if the refractive index of the medium is more, then the speed of light will be less. And if the refractive index is less, then the speed of light will be more. So here the refractive index, and we have to arrange them in the decreasing order of their speed. Okay, so highest speed will be in air. Highest speed will be in air because the refractive index is less. So here you can find that the speed of light in air is greater in this option. So this option is correct, because in rest of the options, let's check for others also. Water, it is 1.333. Air, glass is 1.52. So in glass, the speed will be least. So here in C option, the speed of light in glass is less, which is given. So the option C is correct. Now 21, question number 21. All these questions are from physics. Now, very good question from the physics part. Question number 21. So if a beam of red and a beam of violet light are incident at the same angle on the inclined surface of prism from air medium and produce angles of refraction R and V respectively, which of the following is correct? So let us draw a prism here. So I have drawn a prism here. Now when a light falls, okay, this light falls. So all of you know that whenever light is passed through prism, we are going to get a spectrum of light. In that, the order is from red, light will be at the top and violet will be at the bottom. So when you are going to draw normal here, okay, we have to draw the normal here. So when you draw, I am drawing it with dotted line. Okay, so these lights are going to deviate. So the deviation of violet will be like this, and the deviation of red will be like this. Okay, because you are going to get red light here and violet here. So if you are going to compare the angles of deviation, okay, so you can see the angle of deviation of red is this and violet is this. So here the angle of red light is less and angle of violet light is more. So the option D is correct. R is less than V. Okay. Now, next question. Next question is question number 22. Very good question again from the physics part. Here, examine the figure and state which of the following option is correct. One small box represents 1 centimeter. So we can count that, and we can tell that what is the focal length. So 1, 2, 3. So focal length is 3 centimeter. And because it is a concave mirror and the focal length of concave mirror is negative. Okay. So here the focal length is -3. And you can see then after focal length 4, 5, 6. So the object is placed at 6 centimeter, means it is at center of curvature. So the object is at center of curvature. Now whenever the object is at center of curvature, so for the image formation, we are going to draw a parallel line which will pass through the focus. And one ray we are going to get from the focus, and after reflection, it will become parallel. So you are going to get image here. Okay. So here you can see that image is formed at C. And whenever object is formed at C, means in the concave mirror, it will be of same size. Now, if it is of the same size, then the magnification will be 1. And because the image is real, so whenever the image is real, magnification will be -1. So focus is -3 and magnification is -1. So out of these options, you can see that in option B, it is given that mirror has focal length -3 and it will produce an image of magnification of -1. So option B is correct. So you have to take care of these all the things, that whenever the value of m is negative, then it will be real. If magnification is positive, then it will be virtual, and magnification is 1, then it will be of same size. Now 23 question, second last question. The angle of incidence from the air to glass at point O on the hemispherical glass slab is. Now you can see that the light rays incidenting, it is incident from here. Okay, and we have to find out its angle. So for this, you have to draw the normal. And how to draw the normal? Whenever we draw a normal, it makes the angle of 90 degree. It makes the angle of 90 degree. So we are going to draw normal here. Now normal makes the angle of 90 degree with the surface. So it means this angle should be 90. Okay, so this is the radius. Hope all of you have done the concept of tangents in your maths. So if you are going to draw a tangent here, this angle will be 90 degree. So this is the normal, and the light ray is also incident from here. Okay, they are coinciding with each other. So the angle between normal and incident ray, they are coinciding. It means angle is 0 degree. So the option is B. Now, last question of this section, that is a prism ABC with BC as base is placed in different orientation. A narrow beam of white light is incident on the prism as shown in below figure. In which of the following diagrams after dispersion the third color from the top of the spectrum corresponds to color of the sky? So here in the first case, you can see that the base of prism here, BC is towards bottom side, and the light is incident from here. So just now I've told you in the previous question that the order of the light, the spectrum of the light will be, red part will be on the upper side and violet parts will be at the lower side. Okay, so here it is given that the color is the third color from the top of the spectrum correspond to color of the sky. Color of the sky is blue. Okay, so third color from the top. Third color from the top. So you are going to get blue color after violet. So it will be it will not be from top in this case, because here it is red part, red color. Now in this position, okay, now what will happen? The condition will be reversed. Now how the condition will be reversed? You are going to get red toward the bottom side. Okay, because now base BC is on the upper side. So what will happen? Red toward this side and violet toward this side. And after violet means third color will be blue. So option B is correct. Okay. So these were the solution of the question from section B. In next video, we'll discuss section, we have discussed the solution of section A. Now, next video, we'll discuss about section B. In that also, out of 24 questions, you have to attempt 20 questions. Hope that you find this explanation appropriate. Okay, write comment about this. Okay, so I'm ending the video here.